So this is a mango video, I guess number 7, because now we're not outside. I'm in my kitchen, and I have many bags and bowls of mango. Here's one. This is like 8 pounds of mangoes. So now what I'm gonna do is, I noticed I was gonna make the mango chutney that I always make, which requires a lot of things that I have to order. Well, I have to order everything now because of the coronavirus, but like currants are not normally in the store in the volume that was necessary to make the chutney. I'll show you, hold on a second. This is currants, and this is a big, I don't know how many ounces this is. This is 50 grams. Oh no, it says serving size. Anyway, oh, it's 1 pound, 1 yummy pound. That's what it says. Sorry about my Elton John reading glasses. I bought these. They look crazy on me, so I gave them to my mother, and she loves them, but I have other reading glasses. I couldn't find them, whatever. You guys just have to deal with it. Oh, so I had to buy 3 of these. Right, it's 3 pounds of currants, so it's like I had to buy quite a bit of that. And then these are slivered almonds, which the recipe also calls for. Crystallized ginger, and this is already chopped up, so that's good. This is another pound of currants, and these vanilla bean pods and the cardamom were for the other recipe, which is the mango jam. And it's a shame really, because I bought all this stuff and then I realized I still have like 4 huge jars of chutney from last year's round. I don't need these on. From last year's round of making them. So I think what I'm gonna just do is do the jam. I'll probably come back in stages and show you how it's gonna get accomplished. This is my first time making it, so you'll be on this journey with me, I guess. I hope it's successful. So really the first process I did was Google mango jam, because I'd never made it before. I found a recipe called mango, vanilla, and lime cardamom jam. The ingredients are 10 cups mango, 8 cups granulated sugar, 1/4 cup lime juice or lemon juice, 3 vanilla beans split and scraped out, and 1/2 teaspoon ground cardamom. I would encourage you also to have pectin on hand to make sure the jam sets. That wasn't in the recipe, but it's an addition that I'm putting on here based on how it went with me making this recipe. So in your large Dutch oven or pot, you put the mango and the sugar and the lemon juice or lime juice. You bring the mixture up to a boil over medium-high, but it's important to stir occasionally, because what happens is the jam is so sugary it'll get stuck to the bottom and start burning, and you really don't want that to happen. You don't have to be over the stove the whole time, but go there every now and again, every couple minutes, give it a little whirl, make sure it's not sticking to the bottom. Once the jam is at a rolling boil, turn the heat down to medium, and then you keep boiling it for 25 to 30 minutes, stirring occasionally. What I did was I took vanilla beans, you split them, you scrape them down the middle so you can get all those little black specks like you see in vanilla ice cream. In my case, I tried to put a little less sugar into my jam because the mangoes were so ripe. I was afraid it would be too sweet. But all these recipes and things online really warn you not to lessen the sugar of your jam recipe, otherwise it will not set. And that is why I had to get pectin to put in so that it would set with a little less sugar. It still has quite a bit of sugar. I didn't use 8 cups. I think I used 6. But I did use 2 packets of pectin because it was having a hard time setting. And now it sets pretty good. It's not too thick, and it's a really nice consistency. Hi. So this is a continuation of that other video that I had when I talked about all the ingredients for the chutney. I ended up doing a mango jam that was okay. It's very mellow flavor. It's very sweet. It's more like fig jam, and it was pretty nice. But now I'm actually gonna do the chutney because I had all those supplies. So let me turn the camera around so you guys can see. Hold on. This is vinegar and the spices, mustard seeds, salt, and all the sugar. It's asked me to bring this to a rolling boil, which is what I'm waiting for now. I'm gonna just go now and while we wait for this to boil, because a watch pot never boils. add the currants, the ginger, the almonds, the onions, and the garlic. Bring to a boil again and reduce heat and simmer uncovered for 30 minutes, stirring occasionally to prevent sticking. Add mangoes and continue cooking and stirring. I can't emphasize this enough. You really, really must stir this thing. A big, long spoon is necessary because you need to make sure that it's not sticking to the bottom. It can really stick to the bottom and burn, and then you're in trouble because then the whole pot kind of tastes smoky, and that's not what you want. So be careful, keep stirring. It is sugar. It's a lot of sugar, so it can burn. Well, so what happened was I did the chutney yesterday. Mom and I did it, and it's done. Usually I like to put it in the jars the night we make it. It's hot, you put it in the jars, then you put the jars in the water bath, and then it's done. But we were too exhausted, so what I did was I left it at night, and now I'm heating it up again to a boil. I'll show you. I'm bringing it up to a boil again. This is what it looks like now. And we're gonna put it in the jars, and then we're gonna put them in a boiling pot of water to seal the jars. So here's the final video. We put all of the chutney in the jars. We put the jars in my ball canning pan. And the lid is on there. I'm just going to open it to show you. So you're supposed to bring this to a rolling boil. In there is a little caddy that you put the jars in, and you're able to submerge them. They're supposed to have an inch of water on top. I don't know if you can see it. It has it. And then you bring this to a rolling boil. You leave it there for 10 minutes, at which point the lid should really start sealing. You turn it off, and then you take them out, and then you have this mango chutney. See, you heard one popping. The lids are going to pop as they cool. So that's what we did with the chutney, and that's the last batch. What I did with the jam, I did the same thing with the jam, and this is the jam. The jam is lighter in color because this the chutney had currants and that one's still hot. It's still hot. It had currants, and it was with a cinnamon stick and vinegar and red wine vinegar, which is why the deepness and the darkness. This mango, this is just mango jam with vanilla and cardamom and some lemon juice. So those are the two things, and here it is in my pantry, just stacks and stacks. So that is it. You guys saw my mango picking, and we have had our fair share of fresh mangoes, but we had so many left over. I should say this recipe comes to us from Sarah Articona. It's Lady Sarah's mango chutney, and it came to us by way of Pauline Winnick, whom we always used to make the mango chutney with every year. She has gifted us the mango picker and this ball, very large pot that we use every year, and all the accoutrement we are able to use for canning. This year we have to do it alone because of COVID, but she will definitely be getting some jars.